now to video number 2 of my trip down memory lane, recalling some of the old most influential books from my childhood. So number 3, The Giant Jam Sandwich by John Vernon Lord. Now this book, which is a British story and quite a modern story, it was actually first published in 1972 in the UK. It's full of pictures and rhyming verse. 4 million wasps invade Itching Down, and the villagers come up with a plan to get rid of them, which involves a giant jam sandwich. The book begins by saying, one hot summer in Itching Down, 4 million wasps flew into town. They drew the picnickers away, they chased the farmers from their hay, they stung... can't read that. What did I put down? They stung Lord Swell on his fat, bald pate, and they dived and hummed and buzzed and ate. So the villagers decide to build a gigantic jam sandwich to trap the insects, and the book has this really amazing picture of a giant jam sandwich, which obviously was the main appeal for a foodie like me. Just makes you want to eat jam sandwiches. So that's number 3 on my list. And number 4, of course it has to be on my list, was A Very Hungry Caterpillar. And this classic children's picture book by Eric Carle, which was first published in 1969 in America. The caterpillar eats... everyone knows this book. I mean, it's such a classic. Don't be a single person alive you wouldn't have come across it at some point. The caterpillar eats his way through a huge variety of food before emerging as a butterfly. And this caterpillar loves eating, and so he looks for food. And on Monday he eats 1 apple, 2 pears on Tuesday, 3 plums on Wednesday, 4 strawberries on Thursday, 5 oranges on Friday. And on Saturday, the best bit, he eats a piece of chocolate cake, ice cream cone, a pickle, slice of Swiss cheese, slice of salami, a lollipop, and a piece of cherry pie, sausage, a cupcake, slice of watermelon. And then he gets a stomach ache from overeating. But the next morning, it is Sunday again, and the caterpillar eats 1 green leaf, which makes him feel better. And then he is not hungry anymore. He is now a huge, fat caterpillar. He spins the cocoon round himself and sleeps for 2 weeks. And finally, he emerges as a butterfly. So yes, I read that book to death as a kid, for obvious reasons. Food, obviously. And yes, just absolutely loved it. It's actually interestingly has been used in America to actually try and teach children healthy eating. I don't think they would have included a bit about the chocolate cake though in that. It would have been a fruit, wouldn't it? But yes, a very good book. Number 5, The Little House series by Laura Ingalls Wilder. Particularly the first book, Little House in the Big Woods. This is an American series. These books were published in America in the 1930s. It's an autobiographical children's novel based on memories of Laura's childhood in the big woods of Wisconsin in the early 1870s. There has actually also been a TV drama, which I think more people are probably aware of than a book. I actually haven't seen a TV drama. I've only ever read the books, but I really loved the books as a child. Sort of late childhood, I guess. I really loved the books, but particularly The Little House in the Big Woods. So this book describes the housework skills Laura observed and practiced around the age of 5. Laura helps Ma and Pa when they butcher animals and preserve the meat in preparation for the upcoming winter. Each season has different work. In the spring, she helps them make milk, butter and cheese. All of this is described in great detail, which I loved, particularly, of course, the descriptions of food. And she does go into great detail about how to make cheese. I just absolutely loved those descriptions as a child. So yes, that was up there as one of my favourite books that I did read quite a number of times. And I read most of the books in the series. Because each book, Laura's a little bit older in each book. And, it describes, life on the prairie as well. Going in a sort of a wagon. Great books. Number 6, Heidi, published in 1881 by Swiss author Joanna Spyri. And this classic children's novel is about the life of a young girl, Heidi, in her grandfather's care in the Swiss Alps. Very well known. I read the Ladybird book, but also when I was a bit older, I also had the, I think it's a Penguin. Was it Penguin Classics? Can't quite remember. But anyway, I read both. And the main reason I love this book, particularly the Ladybird version, but as I said, I did read the grown-up book, grown-up in effect comics book as well, is the references to goat's milk. Yes, it really made me want to drink goat's milk. Even though when I did drink it, I was disappointed and didn't like it because it's quite an acquired taste. But it did really make me want to drink goat's milk. I do hope to develop a liking for goat's milk, because I reckon that as an adult, I probably will actually like it now. So I would actually like to get into goat's milk, see if I do like it at some point. But yes, Heidi, great book. Okay, so I'm going to stop now, but I'm going to come back to this next week. So there are quite a few other books I want to discuss next week. For example, Mallory Towers, which was one of my favourite books for about the age of 10, which I want to touch on next week. And also Hansel and Gretel, which was up there as one of my favourite childhood reads. So I'll think about the other reads. More will probably come to me as I think back through my past. Some I might have forgotten in the midst of time, but that might come back to me when I'm thinking about it. And I'll try and carry on detailing them to you next week. So do let me know any of your favourite childhood reads in the box below, because I'll be very interested to know. Okay, so thank you for watching.